Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy, my channel is Finding Value. If you like making money, this is the channel for you. Click subscribe. I talk a lot about commodity type investments. That is the spot to be in the next 5 to 10 years, I think. It could even be longer with some of the commodities. I think we have very large asymmetric bets, and that is low downside risk, high upside potential. That's where I start to load up and just hold on. I don't trade in and out. I take my positions and then I hold on. One of the areas that I'm looking at are rare earth minerals. I think that there's great opportunity here. They are used in electric vehicles. They're used in basically in magnets, very strong magnets. There's other, other pieces to it that are used like wind turbine engines. They'll use magnets to generate power and whatnot. Again, I'm not an expert in all that stuff, but they're used in a lot of the renewable technologies and electric vehicles. So I think that rare earth metals is a very good potential for investment. And I'm going to get into what they are and potential companies that we could be investing in for rare earth metals. So I'm going to read this real quick. It's rare earth elements. That's what people refer to them as, REE. They're necessary components of more than 200 products across a wide range of applications, especially high-tech consumer products. They're in cell phones, computer hard drives, electric and hybrid vehicles, flat-screen monitors, televisions. Significant defense applications include electronic displays, guidance systems, lasers, radar, and sonar systems. Although the amount of REE used in a product may not be a significant part of that product by weight, value, or volume, the REE can be necessary for the device to function. For example, magnets made of REE often represent only a small fraction of the total weight, but without them, the spindle motors and voice coils of desktops and laptops would not be possible. In 1993, 38% of the world production of REEs was in China. 33% was in the United States, 12% in Australia, and 5% was in Malaysia and India. Several other countries, including Brazil, Canada, South Africa, Sri Lanka, and Thailand, make up the remainder. However, in 2008, China accounted for more than 90% of the world production of REEs. And by 2011, China accounted for 97% of the world production. Beginning in 1990 and beyond, supplies of REEs became an issue as the government of China began to change the amount of the REEs that it allows to be produced and exported. The Chinese government also began to limit the number of Chinese and Sino-foreign joint venture companies that could export REEs from China. Very big problem here. If we use REEs and all of these components and products, and China produces 97%. So what I think is there's a large opportunity out there. I think rare earth elements are, well, they're somewhat rare, but they're used in a lot of products. There's a huge demand for REEs going forward in electric vehicles and renewable energy. There's a lot of demand out there. They make massive price moves during the last bull market, just absolute massive. And I'll show you what that looks like and potentially the price move that's happening now. We have massive demand coming for REEs worldwide. And again, this is financial education channel only, and we are evaluating these companies for further research and educational purposes only. I'm not telling anyone to buy any of these. I'm just showing you data so you guys can do further research into it. So here's Neodymium. Again, look at this. We came on down, it went way down here, and we popped up here pretty high. But look what's happening now. It's almost as if we're hitting a shortage already. 35,000 to 85,000 in no time of neodymium, however you pronounce that. And we just broke kind of out of this all-time high here going back. So this could be a substantial move to the upside. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at the rare earth companies that are going to be producing some of the rare earth materials that go into electric vehicles and all these other products that are used everywhere in the world. So this one is Linus Corporation. And look at that. It just broke out of this large downtrend, decade-long pattern. And we got another breakout of this uptrend sideways pattern here. This is looking fantastic. And I know that some of these are just starting to pull back. So this is a company to do some further research. This is a large company here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pop out here. I'm going to show you where I got this information. This is the top 5 rare earth companies for 2021. This is the companies I'm charting out are right here. This is companies ranked by market capitalization. I'll put this article in the description link below, but these are all the companies I'm charting out. I'm looking at all these rare earths. None of these are in China. They're all in Australia, United States, and Canada. So I'll put this in the description link for you guys. I'm going to go back into the presentation and start and go over some of these companies. This is a larger cap company here. It's looking fantastic. And we're going from larger cap to a little bit smaller caps over time here. Greenland Minerals. This one's in Greenland. This one's looking fantastic. Breakout, and a back test. What do we do on back tests? We buy the back test. That's what I'm doing. I'm buying the back test. Volume's kicking up. Now, notice back here, the volume over here. You could tell that someone was selling this off in 2011. Big sell off, and then it just leaked all the way out. And now we got the buyer stepping back in again. This is looking fantastic for a move to the upside. So if you like rare earth metals, Greenland Minerals might be one to look into. Here's Rare Element Resources. Again, downtrend break. See this? A big sell off of volume down here. That is a top. This is a topping pattern right here. We're starting to get a little bit more volume kicking in here. We're moving to the upside. We broke to the upside of this pattern. We're pulling back. We're pulling back. I like buying on these pullbacks. So REEMF is looking pretty good. MP Materials. This is the United States big boy. This one's looking good too. Nice, strong uptrend. Maybe it pulls back a little bit. Again, these are on weekly charts. These companies are good, and I think they're going to be good long-term holds because of the electric vehicle demand. Energy Fuels. Nice. Look at this thing. We're just kind of sitting in here. We're slowing the momentum down. We're moving sideways. We're slowing the momentum. And then a big first punch up in 2018. Punch up, sideways, still leaking out. March sell-off, came down, and then boom, everyone's buying in. Look at the volume on this side from probably April 2018 and on. Big volumes accumulating. Big move probably to the upside coming. They're also uranium companies, so this is a good company to look into. Texas Minerals, I'm not as favorite of this one since it's such a large pattern already, but maybe if it throws a handle on here, maybe this is going to be a big cup and handle pattern, and then it breaks to the upside. But this one's already moved up quite a bit, but lots of volume picking this up, lots of volume. Here's, I don't even know how to say that, ARAFF. We're coming down. We're kind of sitting in here. We're bouncing back and forth, and then we popped up, pull back. I like buying on these pullbacks. That one's looking pretty good. Look at the volume. The volume is buying the living poop out of this. The volume was a top here. You could see the volume step up. Everyone was selling it, and then it fell back down. Leading Edge Materials. This one's looking pretty good. We're kind of just hanging down, coming sideways, moving on up. We haven't broken out yet. Not a bad spot to be just slowly leaking a little bit of money in. Looks pretty good. URAF, Ucore Rare Metals. We're right there at the breakout. Looks like we popped up, came back. We got volume stepping in quite substantially. I like this one a lot. I think I'm going to be buying some UURAF. Avalon Advanced Materials. I circled this because this is a sell-off here. We were coming up and all the volume stepping up like, hey, we're done. Came all the way back down, and see how this thing's kind of slowing its momentum going sideways, and now it's coming back up. You might see this pull back again. That's where I like buying on the pullback. Big volume here stepping in. It's looking fantastic for Avalon Advanced Materials. Here's Mkango Resources. Here's the resistance line, broke up. We might see it pull back a little. I'd be looking pretty good. Appia Energy. Look at the volume over here. People are accumulating this. Broke out of this large pattern. Upside, pull back, looking fantastic. Probably going to see a move higher at some point. Canada Rare Earth Corp. I like this one a lot. Look at this. Nice big pattern break. They fly through here. I see this all the time. They like to pull back. Now it's probably going to sit here for just a short period of time and then move on up. Volume stepping in to buy it. This is looking fantastic for Canada Rare Earth Corp. So what am I doing? I'm buying these. These charts look fantastic. We've seen breakouts and pullbacks. I like buying on that pullback. I think the rare earth area with the electric vehicle demand and what all these countries want to do in terms of emissions, if they're going to build these cars, these things are going to have to go into production, a lot of these things. So I'm just sprinkling my money out. I take the spread it out effect. The returns on these can be quite substantial. We're going into a commodity bull market. We're going into a bull market for electric vehicles. We're going to electrify the world. I mean, these things are used in wind turbine engine. The wind turbine, we'll call it I don't know what they have in them. I don't know if it's like an armature or something where it generates the power as it passes, but it's magnets. Man, these things are used everywhere. So I am a huge bull on rare earth metals. I'm going to start spreading my money and sprinkling amongst all of these just to have a little bit of money in each of them. Because if they take off, which I think they probably will, these all look like they're putting in bottoming processes and they're all just starting to turn up. I think there's a huge opportunity. So I'm gonna sprinkle some money in here. I'll probably pick up 4 or 5. I'll put some money in them and let them ride. I'm not trading in and out. I'm in them. Gonna hold on for this commodity bull market and for the electric vehicle adoption. It could be even for 20 or 30 years. Thanks for listening. This is Finding Value.